Hey, thank you so much for being with us today. We thank you so much for tuning in for our weekly devotions. Hey, if your kids are anything like mine, they love to play near the street, and that is just really difficult for me because when I was in sixth grade, I witnessed something happen in the road that just wasn't a great experience. And so I was riding the bus, and this stop that the bus driver was making, she had made probably 100 times before, but she stops the bus, and I guess she just forgot to put the stop signs out on the bus. And so there was a mother walking her son across this 4-lane highway to the bus that did not have its stop signs out. And so I remember hearing the screeching tires as this car is trying to stop in time to miss this mother and her son. And she just, out of instinct, just throws her son backwards, but the car actually hit the mother, and she ends up on the ground. And I will never forget that. She had some pretty major injuries, but she recovered from them. And so now when I see my boys on the road, I always remember that happening. And the thing is, I think God is the same way with us, that there are things that He has seen, there's experiences that God has had, and He knows our future and our past and all things. And so God obviously has a view that is far higher than ours. And He actually says this in His Word, so check this out. This is pretty familiar to all of us. He says in Isaiah 55, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." And, we could stop there, but there's this really cool thing where that happens right before this. So check this out. We're going to go backwards just a little bit. He says right before this, "Seek the Lord while He may be found. Call upon Him while He is near. Let the wicked forsake his way." And way is a really interesting word here. "And the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return to the Lord, that He may have compassion on him, and to our God, for He will abundantly pardon." So let's go back to our original verse. It's really familiar to us. So check this out. It kind of brings it to life. "For my thoughts," that he just talked about, the unrighteous not having, "are not your thoughts. Neither are your ways," that he just talked about previously, "my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." And so this is his point. God is telling us that He has a perspective that we don't have. He sees things that we don't see, and so we can trust Him. And even beyond that, His point is this, that He is a good God, that He's a God to be treasured. And so during this time, it can be really easy for us to look to the media and have our anxiety level very closely connected and tethered to how good the virus is doing, or how bad the virus is doing, or how good the economy is doing, or how bad the economy is doing. And so as we watch and as we are prepared and as we are doing the things that we're supposed to be doing, I just want to encourage you with this, that God, His tune has not changed. That beyond all of this, before this happened, during this, and that forever will be, God's point for us is for us to find our treasure, our contentment, our hope, our life, everything that we are in Him, because He is supreme and He is our God. And so we are people who are naturally just unrighteous, and we can find our righteousness in Him. And so I just want to leave you with this, that God doesn't reign over us like a tyrant, but He sovereignly looks after us like a father. And so the same way that I want to be kind to my little boys, I want to help them. I see that when they play close to the road, that's dangerous, and I have seen things they haven't seen. I don't want them to experience the same thing that happened with that mother and her son walking across the road that day. In the same way, God has the capacity and the ability to look after us in a way that we don't have a way to look after ourselves. So today, my encouragement to you is just to trust Him like a father and realize that He's not a tyrant over us, but He is loving us like a father loves his children. Hope you have a blessed day. Check out our website, which is ccbchurch.org, which you can connect to our blog and some other things that would be some just really great resources for you. We love you. God bless you.